I studied in Britain. Okay, I'm going to need my idiot notes because some of this has to be said verbatim and my brain doesn't do that. I've met John. Bonsoir tout le monde. Okay, but this is going to be in English. First I have to declare my conflict of interest to Fiona. My wife's not here, so... And say that John has touched me too. More than touch, actually. So, at first I attempted to... My voice is going for... don't know what reason. At first I attempted to concoct a funny, naughty speech about John and French kissing. But the reality is he never really got the tongue in, and not too deep. So just French-Canadian kissing. Be that as it may, I decided that I'm too new to John, and to be honest, you know, it's scary trying to make a funny speech. You know, you might bomb out. And the question arises, why is it scary to bomb out, and why do people do humor? But that would be a digression. So anyway, instead of reminiscing, which would be hard, or really taking the mickey out of John, I thought instead what I would do would be to lower the bar for myself and offer John a sedate Scottish French-Canadian birthday gift. Some parenting advice. Not that I'm anyone to give advice, nor that John needs any advice, all right? And here's where it gets serious. The biggest challenges in my life I faced in my 30s, or I didn't face in my 30s, because I had fear of my fears. And meta-fear, or meta-emotions in generally, I think, the emotion t-shirt, probably one of the biggest sources of unhappiness in society, I would say. As long as you got enough money and your basic needs met, that's kind of what happens. So, so I thought, where am I right here? Anyway, right, I wanted to add a bit of this Shakespeare expert here, so I gotta be careful, but Shakespeare knew this about the meta-fear thing. I mean, if we think of Winter's Tale, or Romeo and Juliet, even The Merry Wives of Windsor, we've got what do we have there? We've got jealousy, we've got romantic love, we've got lust, the whole thing. And the emotions are not the problem. The problem is how we handle our emotions, right? So I thought, my top recommendation for parents then is, and it's a Scottish gift because it costs me nothing really, just to give advice, having done what I could parenting-wise, is to prepare their kids mindfully, okay, or to mindfully and stoically relate to their emotions. That is the gift of long-term wellness. So I can give that to the parent, and they can kind of pass it on. Anyways, if all this seems a little bit vague, and I know that you're interested in emotions, John, so there's a connection here, but still don't worry because there's a book coming your way, an e-book that talks about this, and the professor BM here has an assignment now, which is to read the book. Okay, and as a side benefit of this, your kids, or your child, or anybody who reads this, or who gets to learn this kind of stuff, okay, when they have the opportunity to do speech for a new friend, instead of proselytizing about mindfulness, they might actually have the nerve to really take the mickey out of him or her, right? Like the wonderful Mrs. Maisel. Did anybody see the scene where she? No, it's not wonderful. It's marvelous. You know where she bombs out at the wedding reception? You got okay. So the first wedding reception was good. Anyway, so if nothing else, you get to signed up for that. Amazon, it's really good. So anyways, that ends my, no it doesn't, because I have to acknowledge that John might have the whole, because he's into emotions, so he might have affect, right? He might have the stoicism and the mindfulness thing in his parenting toolkit. He is British after all, and I know from, my own lips memory kind of thing, is that he does seem to have a stiff upper lip. Right? Stiff upper lip. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end. It's really the end of my serene digression. And now back to my declared conflict of interest to Fiona and my wife, who's not here. Okay, and I did say that John had an impact on me already because, I mean, I wake up, in the middle of the night with these visions of John flying through the air in a Superman costume, and tight costume too. And do you have when you have dreams, I don't know, I get a soundtrack, and mine is holding out, holding out for a hero? No, where have all the good men gone? Somebody's laughing, what is he talking about? This is an inside joke with John. Anyways, it was a dry dream. Okay, so I want us all to drink to John's enlightened, kissable professor, parent, and friend, past, present, and future.